Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. Again, your host, Keith Weissach. Thanks so much for joining us. And look, guys, very few things make a really true community leader stand out than what we're going to talk about here tonight as we're going to honor the National Night Out in Lafourche. We've got several people to come and talk with us about it. First, Pastor Dwayne Bland, Thibodaux Family Church. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, we appreciate it. Next to him, Lieutenant Clint Dibster with Thibodaux Police Department. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, and rounding out our esteemed guest, Captain Brendan Mathern, Lafourche Parish Sheriff's Office. Brendan, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Good to be in studio.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly right. I was thinking that very thing a little earlier. Always glad to have you, but here present. And that's one of those things is that our boys in blue are present, and this National Night Out is a way to celebrate that. And y'all do it in lots of different places.
Absolutely. This is our 40th year. This is the 40th year that National Night Out has been going on. The first one was in 1984. Wow. So we're celebrating the 40th national anniversary of the event. Here in Lafourche Parish, we do this annually. And because of the makeup of our parish, as you know, very narrow and very long, so we have, communities all the way from Thibodaux all the way to Golden Meadow are holding individual community block parties. And you see the list in front of you. We can start in Bayou in the northern area of our parish at the Bayou Volunteer Fire Company station. We have, as we'll learn more about in a little bit, events at Thibodaux Family Church and the Thibodaux Housing Authority, both in the city of Thibodaux. Also outside the city limits at 301 Highland Drive and 100 Bayou Vista Drive, both in Thibodaux as well. Following in Raceland at the Ebenezer Christian Community Fellowship, and Reverend Lloyd Wallace Community Center as well, and at 329 Aspen Drive. Then in the Gaines, the Vacherie Gaines Community Center, keep going down the bayou to the Lockport Town Hall, the Broadway Elder Living and Rehab Center in Lockport, and Myrtle Drive and Beverly Street in Lockport as well. And then another community party at 305 West 112th Street in Cutoff, and at Oak Ridge Community Park. So a little bit of change. The town of Lockport and town of Golden Meadow have traditionally held it at the Holy Savior Ball Fields. They're now moving to the town hall, and the Golden Meadow Town Hall used to be the site. In fact, last year that's where they held it. They're moving it to the park. So more and more people are coming. Well over 100 people attended last year in Golden Meadow, which is the one I attended. And so I guess you have to expand at some point, and so they're moving it to the park. But all of these events are very unique, just like the cultures around Lafourche Parish, and so they all have something a little bit different to offer, regardless of what community you live in.
Yeah, and so, Lieutenant Clint, one of those things that we look at is Thibodaux very involved in this process, very excited that we have this National Night Out. And again, the whole focus is it's against crime. We want to make sure that we're doing that, but we're celebrating the work that's done between community and law enforcement.
Absolutely, and it's something that we look forward to every year. It's a way that our guys in blue, get to mingle with the community. We like to see it all year long, but this is an event that's designed specifically for that. And we got great community partners, Pastor Bland. That's one of our bigger sites out of the two. But the Thibodaux Housing Authority site has grown over the years as well. But I can't say enough about the partnership between, the community and us and just, different organizations like the church and Thibodaux Housing Authority.
Right. And so that's going to take place on Tuesday, October 3rd, 2023 for all of those sites from 6 to 9 p.m. You mentioned a larger event taking place at Thibodaux Family Church. That's where big things happen in our community, is at Thibodaux Family Church. And Pastor, y'all are so dedicated to bringing these wonderful events, but this one's really special to partner with the Boys in Blue.
Yeah, as a community leader and then a representative of the church, I just believe that it's important that we do show the support that we have for the local guys, our first responders, the guys in blue. When there's so much negativity across our nation of defunding the police, taking things away out of our community, I'm honored that we live in a community that we still celebrate the blue. And so for us, it's a thrill. It's a delight.
Yeah. Well, and it's one of those things that's so very important for us to realize that our community can partner, but the partnerships between all of our law enforcement, all of our first responders, that's what's so exciting. I even mentioned, I told this to Travis earlier, we talk about that all the time as I travel. I brag about how these guys work together, and you're a great example about how community works with them. It's a true focus on building a safer and a better community and honoring the people that are leaders.
Well, you know, one of the goals that we have within the church is the fact that the power of a community comes in the oneness. And I know there's a large diversity amongst our community, but there's too many things that we agree on that we should stay separated. And so we believe in bridging gaps, and we just love being able to host an event where all the people are welcome, and that it's not just one little fragment of the community, but that we can all celebrate the goodness of God together in whatever form that we're celebrating on the night out. We're celebrating law enforcement and law and order.
Right.
It's a good thing.
That's exactly right.
I'll give
Good,
you a
Brendan.
great example of how we work together. All of the local jurisdictions share information. And so if someone is pulled over on a traffic stop in the town of Golden Meadow, the Lafourche Parish Sheriff's Office, the Thibodaux Police Department, all have access to that information. Came in handy this weekend working security for Cutoff Youth Center Fair. We had some cars blocking exits. We ran the plate. They had just been pulled over by Golden Meadow Police, found a cell phone number. We were able to call the person and get them to move their car. And it's little things like that, but surely on the major ones, we can also contribute.
I love it. And again, that partnership echoes on Tuesday, October 3rd at all those events, 6 to 9 p.m. Gentlemen, thank you all again for joining us. We appreciate it. All right, guys, that will do it for this particular segment of Bayou Time. Don't go anywhere. A whole lot more right here on HTV.